Hello! Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For this week's read, I'm going to use the tarot of the Astromatrix Tarot. There's a website in the back here if you're interested to find it. I want to say this was like a community effort, not a community, but like a group effort. I don't think there's like a one person who did it. Supportive Oracle cards. Your Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrated by Elaine Marzin. Website in the back here, rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as in apple, U as an umbrella. And I use dice. I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana. I substitute 22 for 0 and make that the Fool. And then I use a 14-sided dice for the minor arcana and a 4-sided dice to decide which suit of the minor arcana. That's from Math Art Fun, I believe it is. MathArtFun.com is where I got those dice. Alright, with that being said, if you would like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for when you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aries? Things are going like really quick all of a sudden. That's fun. Is it? Okay. The advice is face down, so that card keeps showing up. That's fine. The personal transformation card keeps showing up, and it makes me wonder what we're doing here. But can we get more on the Nine of Cups? Because it has this interesting, like, I'm not doing it energy going on. It's a very interesting way that this card comes forward, in my opinion. It almost seems like it has a little bit of a stubborn attitude, which it could. I feel like I've kept to myself on certain things. And I don't give it too much consideration what's going on with other people. Whatever the subject is, I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna, I'm just not gonna. And for some of you, this might be a family thing, where it's kind of like, I'm still connected, but for example, maybe they're getting together, everybody's getting together for a barbecue, and you're like, oh, I gotta work, or oh, I gotta pick my nose. Anything. That was gross, but you know what I mean. You've just stayed out of things, or yeah, probably completely avoided it. Some of you, and I've done this, where you just kind of show up late, leave early type thing, or just flat out just not gone. I keep getting that over and over again, just not gone. You might have done this for a while with certain things, just not gone for one reason or whatever, just stayed away from it. And for a while, that has been working. But I also get that people are missing you. People are missing you, and people want you around. I mean, you're Aries. You can be a lot of fun if you want to be. People do appreciate you. People do miss you. You may be enjoying the time away, but they're missing you. And they're trying to get your attention to get you to come back in. Now, I'm being reminded, especially, there's one Aries person I haven't seen in a long time, but this person reminds me of, like, and they would tell me this, it's not that they don't like people, it's that they go for a period where it seems like they're all in, and then they just kind of feel burnt out. And it's not like they have hard feelings or they're angry at anybody, they're just kind of like done. They're just like, it's been a bit. And things are getting a little bit like, I feel like people are telling me too much, or I don't really want to know all the things that I'm starting to know. I just need a break. And I just remember them telling me, like, they just need a break. They're just like, no harm, no foul. They're not trying to get under anybody's skin or make anybody unhappy. They're good. They're good for a while. So I don't feel like there's anything, like, I don't feel like any, like, aggressive or negative energy here. But I feel like the fact that they're trying to get you re-involved in something, it's kind of like, I suppose I could. And I see you kind of like thinking about it, like, I could do that. Can I mediate this better? Aries is usually all in or all out. I think that's one of the reasons that kind of happens once in a while to Aries, because it's usually like Aries is all in or all out. That's my experience with Aries. If it's different, let me know. Um, and you're thinking about it, and you're just like, I could, and I feel like you're trying to give yourself like this, like maybe I don't have to do everything feeling. Aries is typically all in or all out. In my experience, and I do have some Aries placements in my chart, in the subjects that I'm thinking of, if I do it halfway, it just does not work. It's like it's been my experience with the certain subjects. Like I might as well just stay out if I'm just going to do the halfway thing. Um, but it's how you feel about it, not how I feel about it, of course. Um, are you going to go back into this? I'm getting yes, and I get like you're trying to do it differently for whatever reason. So it's almost like, for example, if it was a family thing or a friend thing or whatever, a social thing, and maybe they do barbecues, they do bowling, and then they do like a book club. Because we've got to start every one of them with a B for some reason. Barbecues, bowling, and the book club. And you're just like, I'll just do the barbecues. Or maybe I'll just do the book club. Or whatever you want. Instead of doing all three, I'll just do one. Because I'm like thinking to myself, if I just did the book club, I could be all in with the book club. The thing is, these things are tied together. That's the weird thing. So if it's barbecue, bowling, and book club, it's kind of like I can get involved in the book club, but sooner or later I'll start hearing about the barbecues and I'll hear about the bowling and all these things that are going on, and I'll keep getting invited to that. Sooner or later, I feel like I'll be right back in all three. I feel like I will. It's just the natural energy of it. Because again, it feels like I'm either all in or I'm all out. It doesn't seem like I can just choose one. I can try and I can start with just one, but before I know it, all three right there. That automatic writing, it depends. Sometimes it's just communication. It depends. I don't always read it as like the literal meaning, because I see like taking a minute to think about what you want to do, thinking about how you want to address something. I feel like if you see, I don't think that's gonna work either, because I was gonna say journaling to yourself, but that's not what's happening either. Um, you got the Three of Swords and you got the Magician half in, half out. I would be careful of communication. I would be careful of communication here. Um, if they get you in a good mood, you might actually end up connecting to something you don't really want to. If they get you in a bad mood, you're going to tell them exactly what you think, and it might be a little sharp. Um, Ironically, this is like a communication, but like it says automatic writing, but I'm noticing somebody sitting in a bed and just kind of like, I think you're. Okay, so all right, I'm getting more of the analogy here. Getting involved with these things is fine. Give yourself something else to do either during or in between these things. So, like, it reminds me of a friend of mine, a really good friend. They read more than one book at a time because they're like, one book is really intense, other one is more of a more relaxed, more fluffy book. I think they read sometimes a third one. I don't think very often, but like they have different things depending on like if this one is getting really intense or really technical, then they'll shift over to something that's more relaxed and more easy to read, and they do that. And I feel like this is what I'm thinking with this situation. Like give yourself either something to do or something to research that is different from the main subject that'll pull your attention away from it, that'll give you that fresh energy, that fresh air. So we got the barbecue, the book club, and the bowling. I don't, because they're all B words. I don't know. So like, what would be outside of that? Maybe like donating some of your time to like a homeless shelter or an animal rescue or something like that. Getting yourself over into that, because it's completely different people, different subject. Getting your energy away from it so that it pulls your energy away from that. So it gives your brain a little bit of a switch. Like I switch roles. I switch subjects, so I'm not always in that same subject. That way you can totally be in that one, but you also have something else that's pulling your mindset completely out of it. That could actually work here. Because I feel like whatever this subject is, it's good. There's healing involved there, and there's good situations. But like to have this kind of mediate better for you so that you can like maybe enjoy it more and not feel like, okay, this is getting a little bit boring, this is getting a little bit static. If you have something to switch gears and go out into something else, at least like even if it was just once a month, maybe once every other week, whatever works for you, it would still like it would click that enough that it would give you something fresh, give your brain something fresh, give your energy something fresh to center on, that would make this a lot easier. Are we good? Because I do see like you're going to get involved in this situation. It just seems like it's your natural energy. I don't think of Aries as halfway. It's either you're in or you're out. And in my opinion, when Aries does halfway, they're basically out. So I'm seeing like you're getting involved again. You're going to have a good time with it. It's not the worry about having a good time with it. It's feeling this energy of feeling overloaded and just too deep in something, and just like it just gets very stale after a while. Even though it's fun, it gets stale. It's kind of like, how do we keep that energy fresh? And this is an idea to keep that fresh. All right, so if you're able to do that, and you get to switch over to a different subject to keep the energy fresh, which is probably going to be with different people too, I'm assuming. Personal transformation, and you got the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of work coming in with this. You're gonna end up getting very busy, very very busy. Some of you are gonna like that. Others of you might not. So this is the idea. Don't do this. Or this is the do this. Okay. You don't have to be involved in everything to still be completely in. Okay. So, you got the bowling, the barbecue, and the book club. And then we're saying you're donating your time to some type of charity. Whatever. We're just going to argument's sake. Every now and then, sit out from one of them. Not in the sense of like, I don't want to do it, but it's kind of like, for example, the book club. Say maybe this, whatever book we're reading, I just couldn't get around to it. So, you're just going to let people go and let them know, like, hey, I want to be a part of the book club, but I had so much going on, I didn't have a chance to read this book, so I'm not going to show up at this next meeting, just so you know, because I didn't get a chance to read the book. Or it's kind of like, the barbecue's coming up. You're like, hey, guys, I know the barbecue's going on, but I have some other things I have to take care of this time. I'm going to have to sit out for the barbecue. Which may be like what you have to take care of is yourself, and you want to stay home and just binge watch your favorite show. That's fine. That's still being all in with taking breaks on your terms. Does that make sense? Did I say that right? I hope I said that right. Because I feel like this is about you knowing you. It's kind of like you're still all in, but every now and then like, I need a break. Like, I need a time out here. Like, I just need some time to myself. If you do it that way, you should be okay. Does that make sense? Am I making sense with that? Because I'm questioning if I'm saying that right. Yeah, just randomly taking time for yourself. Just randomly. And knowing that if I just step away, because kind of like, if you're getting up and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to go to that barbecue today, and I just don't want to go to the barbecue. There's nothing bad with it. It's just I just don't want to go. Just saying, hey guys, I have some things I got to catch up on. I'm going to count this one out. Just count me out for this one, but I'm still in it. Just this one, I'm just counting myself out for. Just randomly. Like, you get up that morning and you're just like, you know what, I just can't do it today. Just don't want it. Well, I don't want to do it today. Technically you could, but you're like, I don't want to do it today. You don't have to tell them that. You just be like, listen, I got to catch up on some stuff. Sorry, not going to be able to do it today. Just thought I'd give you a heads up. Not going to be there. Boom. This random stepping out changes the whole atmosphere for you. It gives you more control. It also gives other people a chance to step in and do things maybe that you were doing. So, for example, if it's a barbecue and you were going to bring the potato salad, and you're just like, hey, I hate to do this. Sorry, guys, I can't do it today. Maybe you're letting people know at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, just for argument's sake. I'm not going to be there. Count me out for the potato salad. I'm so sorry. I need this day to myself. I just need this. I'm not going to be there. Sorry. Somebody else gets to step up and save the day, and I feel like this gives somebody an opportunity to do what they want. I don't think it's bad. I think it's fine. It does seem to bring in more opportunities for other people and for you. It's just very interesting to me how this is working out, because Aries does, like, I feel like Aries is that one that shows up. They say they're going to show up, they show up. So it seems kind of interesting to me that, like, this is playing out this way. But, like, when you need to take some time to yourself, you need to take some time to yourself. And I don't see you, like, lying about that, by the way. I need to catch up on some stuff. It may be a show. They don't need to know that detail, but that's basically what you're catching up on. I need to catch up on some stuff. I want to catch up on my shows. They don't need to know that. That's like, you don't have to give them the full story. I don't know how that makes you feel. That's up to you whether that's appropriate or not. But it's kind of like to keep your energy up, to keep keep your emotional energy intact, keep your own balance. It seems like that works. I keep questioning, like, am I saying this right? Because it seems a little like I'm missing something. Because I feel like this is a subject that I feel like I need to stay involved with. I want to balance it better. I want to find a different way to do it to where I don't do this like all in for a while and then completely gone for a while. It's kind of like, it's almost like I'm in for 6 months, I'm out for 6 months. I'm in for 6 months, I'm out for 6 months. And I'm trying to find a different way to do it where I'm technically always in, but I can like step away every now and then so I can recharge my battery without people like giving me guff about it. And I feel like this is like an idea of something to try. I feel like what they're saying is like, give it a shot, see if it works for you. You don't like it, then stop doing it. But if you at least try it, you can feel it out and see if it actually works for you. I think that's what I was missing. Because I kept feeling like it seems a little like off for Aries to do it that way. But they're like, you want this to go a different way. You want to try a different version of this. They're like, try this version, see if it works for you. You can edit it, edit it, and I didn't want to say the word manipulate because it sounds so negative, but it's not really a negative word if you're changing how you handle it. That's kind of what manipulate is. You're changing how you're handling it. So I'm going to shut it down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.